So the system that's just made that noise is an Akrapovic exhaust system, which is just behind me. So this particular car is an Audi RS6 C8 Performance Edition, and I'm very pleased to say that this customer's come back for the third exhaust in the space of a year, and he's not even based here in the UK, he's in the Channel Islands. So let's have a look at this exhaust system that is going on. So it's laid out very beautifully on the bench here. So Akrapovic, as we know, makes some of the finest exhaust systems the world has ever seen, and this is no exception to that. So this is a pretty comprehensive exhaust system. So it links all the way pretty much to the downpipes, as you see the big pipes there, and flows all the way to the tips. So you've got a titanium rear silencer, as well as a titanium midsection. The link pipes are actually stainless steel. But other than that, everything is titanium, so it's going to reduce a huge amount of weight, it's going to increase a huge amount of performance as well as noise, and more than anything, it's going to look amazing as well. This particular kit is going to have a sound, or this car is going to have a sound controller kit as well, which means you can use the valve actuation on a button there. And there's a lot going on, but I'm not going to talk anymore. We're going to get this over to our other ramp, just round the corner here, and get this installed on the car. So wait until the end, because that's when you're going to hear the before and afters properly. I can't wait to hear what this beast sounds like. See you shortly.
How I try to sleep, but you're deep in my mind. Got a hold of me. When I'm awake, I'm all blind. You and your magic, like infinite power. God knows I try to resist, but you're pulling me closer. Oh, I gotta stay away, but you won't let me. No one makes me feel like you do, and no one sets my body on fire, and no one gives me shivers like you. Oh, no one does it better.
So we're now all wrapped up with this RS6, and as you can see by the tips on the back, we're all complete. It was quite an involved process to actually install this exhaust. We had to drop down the front subframe to get access to those front link pipes and safely get those removed out. May have been possible to do without dropping the subframe, but you start having to get really brutal with the car, and we'd like to do things in the best ways possible. As part of that means that it needs to go on the alignment machine and get checked out. That's what you should do if you touch any suspension based components. But enough about the install. What does it sound like? Well, you guys are hopefully going to hear some nice sound clips of this car. I'm actually blown away by it. These Acra systems are still supposed to be completely emissions, MOT friendly and compliant, and with that sometimes they don't absolutely roar and bellow like maybe some other systems could. However, this is a bit of an exception to that, whereas in my opinion I think this is one of the nicest sounding Acra systems I've heard in a while. It's not to say the other ones are bad, but this is really spectacular. Looks amazing with the titanium and carbon tips, fighter jet style with those almost Venturi sections on the tip itself, which is really cool. We have gone for the sound controller kit that overrides the actuation of the valves. So effectively, when you're in RS1 or RS2, the valves are open, but they're never fully open. So you can actually hear the flaps opening and closing if you're to leave it on the factory almost control. You press the remote fob, it fully opens them, which means it is full-blown noise, and that's what you want. And also, you can turn it or open it up with it in comfort mode as well. You don't always want to have it in its peaky RS1 and RS2 modes. It's nice when you're playing around, but if you're just going through a bit of traffic or slower driving, then it's still nice to hear that exhaust, and that button controller is a great addition. And I'm not going to bore you with the details, but Acra themselves have developed the way that the valve system works. So when you're on your motorway journeys, it's not going to be too boomy or bassy, unlike a lot of these other systems that you can get for these cars. not going to tell you too much about one of the reasons why I've said that, but we have actually got a car coming in the next handful of weeks to take another aftermarket system off and put this one back on, because fine-tuning the exhaust is very difficult to do, but Acra have done it right. So as a whole, amazing bit of kit. Hope you guys at home have enjoyed that video. If you've got any queries for any Acra systems or RS6 work, get in touch. We are also doing a few other videos for this particular car because we're doing a few other upgrades to it, so stay tuned to see that one if you're interested in seeing this one develop a bit further. But in the meantime, exhaust signed off. I'm really impressed. Great bit of kit, just makes me want one now. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.